You can see here, I'm going to work with kind of a pretty brown combo here. I've got a little bit more orangey brown, then I've got a little more tan here, and then I've got a brown velvet pumpkin. We're going to start with a 14-inch wreath base. So I'm going to start off with, if I kept these the length that they come off the stem, like I'm going to just tear this, that would be going out probably, I would say it's about 14 inches. And I'm fine with that as my length on here, okay? So I'm going to just start to tear these down, meaning that I don't have to cut. I'm checking that before I start tearing, because if I need it to be longer, then I would want to cut it. In this case, the extra wire in here is a good 3 inches, so you are good to go. And I love that. Okay, we're going to do that for all 3 of these bushes. Okay, so you guys, it's Tuesday. I know the week's just starting out, but it is crazy over here with back to school stuff. Do any of y'all help with your grandkids, or do you have kids going back to school? Are you experiencing the same drama? I had to run into Walmart yesterday. Nothing for back to school, but kind of needed a set of handheld dumbbells for volleyball. So we're running around crazy to get those dumbbells. And I asked her, what'd y'all do with the dumbbells? She said, we didn't use them yesterday. And you want to be like, hello, then why did we have to have them yesterday? I'm going to tear all these down. So I'm going to start by putting them in at just 12, 3, 6, and 9. Okay, that's kind of how I like to just start off, dividing it into 4 sections. And then we'll work from there. And you want to make sure that these are kind of going in the midline. Now, even though I'm putting this in at 12 o'clock, I have to go way behind it, okay, to get it where I want it. You do not have to use this method. It just helps me kind of break it into sections as we're rocking and rolling. Although, I will say, I always do stock up on notebooks, and so I'm a paper person. I love spirals and all that. And when they have them really cheap, I got to get in there and get them. Because at 40 cents is hard to beat. But I like the ones that have the plastic cover. I'm just talking about like a spiral notebook. I like to keep things in there consistent so I can go back and look at them. What were we doing? What did we accomplish? Sometimes I need to go back and look. Okay, so I just worked my whole way around. I love this one because it really looks like a nice little skinny millet. Now I'm just going to go in between each one of those sections. Okay? And that's going to get us some good coverage to get us started. So I want to go where it lands in between. And I am using my Spanish moss to hide any of the glue. And if it's thin in there, that's going to sandwich it in. All right, let's go between these two. I noticed a bunch of my friends, just friends from back in high school and stuff, they're doing cruises coming up. And I'm thinking, isn't it going to be hurricane bad season coming? Why are you going cruising? You know, whatever we picked up at the beginning of summer was brutal. We picked it up in Orlando at the volleyball tournament. I got it first. And it just lingered and lingered and lingered. It was like 6 weeks of, trying to get it out of our systems. Okay, I'm going to put this one here, and then I'm going to actually put 2 in this section. You should have 1 extra. And use it wherever you feel like you need a little more fill in. But can't you see how pretty this is to start off with? Now, you can make a wreath with all one material too. You can always do that. Like I could just use like 7 or 8 of these and just fill it in. It would be beautiful for fall. It definitely would be. All right, I'm going to put this one right here. Kind of finish it out. All right, so I built my outer layer, and you want to do that with something spiky that gets out to that perimeter. I love something that has a little movement. So you can see this is going to have a pretty movement. It's going to feel like natural. And you want it to have a little bit of wire so I can manipulate it a little bit, right? Now our next step is the filler bushes. So these are great because they have a bit of greenery and berries. They have a little bit of that brown fern on them, which I'm always a fan of that stuff. I mean, I think it looks so cool in the fall things. So if you haven't tried this design of wreath, I challenge you to try one. So I want to give it all a nice little dimension. See how we're shaping it? We're going to do that to all 3 of the bushes. Okay, so you're going to pull these 3 out. Now we got them all fluffed and pretty. So I'm separating these out, and 3 of them are going to have these twigs. So when we put these in, we want to try to use those in our nice little triangle placements. I did put 1 in already. So I'm going to steal the twig out of this to solve this problem. Because I want the twigs to be basically in their first triangle. So that's okay, I'll pull this one out of here. If you don't get busy talking or in your own head, you'll be okay. Alright, I'm going to take it, I could pull it out, but if I do, it'll loosen up the whole cluster, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to trim it, and I'm going to put it in that one right there. Yeah, it's so neat that we can always be together here all over the country. I think it's just so cool. Oh, well, even out of our country. Okay, so these have the twigs. That one didn't. I stuck it in there because I messed up. But you see how they're opposite and they're making a triangle. That's how I want to start with that. And then I'm going to take my next 3 pieces and we're going to go between those. Okay, easy peasy. Okay, we're going to go in between all the things, you know. We'll see. But the first day of high school volleyball practice was 4 hours long, and she said, it was light work, Mom. That's what she says. I was like, okay. I played in high school. I ended up I played softball in college, so that was my main sport, but I loved basketball. And I actually I got a basketball scholarship, a dual scholarship to a junior college here in Texas, but the school I went to, they acted like junior colleges were, you weren't, smart enough, so I blew that off. And I just went on to play softball, but I wasn't going to have Kaya do any sports when she was younger because I just thought, well, we're not going to run around and do all these club sports. But then, she got involved in sports at school and she started making good grades. She started, it just gave her such an identity. I realized, oh my gosh, we have to do sports because she is good at them, right? Okay, we're going to go in between. All right, let's see how we're doing. I've got 1 more. And I'm going to kind of hold on to this, and we're going to use this to fill around. But we're going to be ready to put our pumpkins in next. And that's going to kind of feed in between, all right? Okay, I'm trimming these all to where they have about a 4-inch stem. And we should end up with 6 pieces. We're going to go in between. I'm going to move a little of that kind of in between and have these come up. Okay, that one's kind of going to the outside. Move over this right there. Our first pumpkins. Now I'm going to come in, leave a little space, come in with the next one. And this one's got a little different configuration, so I'm going to use it next, right into there. Now the nice thing is we can shape these up a little bit. Once they get in here, I can manipulate the wires to move them, but let them just kind of get set up and then we'll play with them. And then our third one right there. So I'm going to alternate. We're going to go a long one and then a little shorter one, okay? Meaning that the 3 are in the triangle shape a little shorter on the stem. Yeah, these look really pretty, guys. This is so pretty. Now I'm going to work my way onto the other side with a longer piece. So I'm alternating each one. All right. Coming right in here. I felt that go to the back. So once that happens, if I'm going to put some glue on it and go back in. So I don't want it to shoot out the back of the wreath. After you do it enough, you feel it. You feel like, oh, that just went to the back. So that's not going to work. I want to go right through here. There you go. And then I'm going to cover that with moss, because I got a ridiculous amount of glue there. And I'm going to bring a leaf or two down. Okay. Now we got 2 to go in this section, so 1 here and then 1 there. So in this case, I'm going to use the short one and then the long one. All right, then I'm going to bring this piece down here and have it just a little bit shorter. Out a little bit. Okay. Let's go right in here. Yes! All right, and then the last thing we'll do, once these are all in, is some of these long pumpkins are coming out a little bit more than I want. So I'm going to kind of shape them up like we talked about. There's a little bit more of the berries that are already in there, kind of more to the center to fill in around here. And then I want you to see how your pumpkins are showing up. Like, I think we need a little bit more right here, and you're going to wiggle them around a little. If you need to make one of these shorter, like this is shooting out a little bit farther than I want it to, don't have to do anything too fancy. Just curl the wire a little and back him up. Okay? Because I don't want to get too far out with the pumpkin. It's kind of easy. And then just do a little curl in there. Okay. Now, we have one little piece left, and I want to work just kind of a little bit in the center here around. So I'm going to take this, and we're going to actually make our own little clusters with it. And then we'll be going through here. So I'm taking the little pieces here, I'm taking one of the wires, I'm wrapping around, making my own little cluster. And then we're going to use those around the center here. And that way we don't have to cut another bush, we can kind of use what we have. If you have used all the pieces and you need like a little hole to fill, all you're going to do is go steal something from that's not showing, kind of tucked behind. Go cut a few pieces off of one of the clusters and just tuck them in. Okay, let's go right over here. I'm going to get this blue string. I'm going to put one right there. This kind of wreath always sells well. It's a different buyer than like would buy our more elaborate pieces. And it's a different look. And so when you're trying to get a, some type of piece that's cohesive with your other designs you have, you just need 3 elements to create this design. What do you think? I think it's really cute. Really cute. It's got great dimension, looks really pretty. And these type of wreaths can go on tables just like this. And it makes a beautiful centerpiece for a nice big candle or bowl in there. So when you make pieces like this that you are putting in shops, you can also take images with that in the middle to show different versatility of the wreath. They're only going to buy it for their door, but when it can be used different ways, it kind of really helps you have another selling feature on your piece. I will see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.